guys, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you with another planty video. And if this is your first time joining me, I am Jenny Jen the Plant Friend, the pink lady. If you are a returning subscriber, you guys already know, love you to life. No, anyway. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your support, always coming back and everything. Yeah, so today's video is going to be kind of fun. Can you believe it's been, by the time this airs, it would be a year and a couple days since I did the Hoya wall. Now, the Hoya wall is forever changing. Plants have been moved around. Lots of things have happened in a year. More plants have been added. So I thought I would take you guys through my Hoya collection, show you what's new, show you what's growing, show you what's struggling, show you my Hoya collection. Most people, whenever I do a snippet of my Hoyas, they always say, oh my God, your collection is awesome. They just love. Now, I don't have a whole lot of rare Hoyas, but I don't have just common Hoyas either. So I have a kind of a mixture. And I kind of got into purchasing other plants this year. So my planty friend Donna, is always giving me cuttings, so haven't had to purchase any Hoyas. Here or there, when I went to the plant show, I did purchase a couple of Hoyas, but for the most part, I have not purchased a whole lot of Hoyas. So, but I don't even know how many I have at this point. I should count them and put them in the video as well. But yeah, so we're going to get started in the plant room. I should do a plant room tour, but right now I'm focusing on Hoyas. And so then the next video will probably just be everything else that's not a Hoya that's in the plant room, because some things have had to move out to the sun porch because they grew up to be big boys and girls. And so some things are still in here. And then I have a whole new section that I told you guys about my ripsalises that I'm getting into. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so we're going to start on this side with the Hoya wall, because it starts here and it goes all the way around to there. Okay, so let's start on this side. And the first one is a Donna Hoya. This is Hoya KBSOL, and it is growing in leca. I love this guy with the dark veining around the sides of it. Large leaf Hoya, pretty large. So yeah, and she sits under these Barina grow lights. Next to her is just some propagations, which one is a fungi. That's a Hoya. The other one, we're not talking about it today. This one is another Donna Hoya. It's the black bocal. This guy was thriving, doing very well in the grow tent. I took it out of the grow tent, and then I'm getting yellowing leaves, and so I don't know, but we're hopeful for her. I did up pot her recently, so maybe she'll bounce back. She's growing in pond. Next to her is another Donna Hoya. This is Hoya Rebecca. I've propagated this guy. I have some on the shop, I believe, but anyway, she probably needs up potting. And then behind her is what's left of my Way 80i variegata. Had a huge plant, don't know, up potted it. Hoya seems to go in some sort of shock when you up pot them or whatever, and some of them come back and some don't. So this is what's left. I took some insurance cutting. I do that when I feel like I might lose the plant. Okay, on the top shelf we have Hoya I can't ever say this one, Patchiwaria, another large leaf Hoya, but a lighter green. Yeah, I love this guy growing in leca and loving life under the Sansi grow lights. Next to her in the sister planter is my Hoya. Oh, and by the way, all three of the ones at the top are Donna Hoyas. This one is a Hoya Red Vein Obscure. She's in bloom actively, and she had another peduncle on this side, and there was one other. I think it's drying up there, but yeah, she sun stresses beautifully. I'll show you later the one that's in the grow tent that's almost pretty much all red. Love that guy, growing in leca or growing in pond. And what I'll do, if they're growing in something other than leca or pond, I won't say it, or maybe I will, who knows. Anyway, next to her is I love this guy too. I love silvery Hoyas as well as splashy, but this is Hoya Kiwi Silver, Snow Kiwi Silver, another Donna Hoya. Love this guy, growing in pond and loving life under the Barina, not Barina, but the Sancy Grow Light. And then we have a propagation down there, unnamed Hoya that I was gifted or traded at a show. Next to them, we have a couple things. This is a Donna Hoya. This is Hoya Day Key Chicken Farm, and was doing very well in the grow tent. Again, took her out. She's growing in leca, and I recently uppotted her, but she's not looking the best to me, but she has a peduncle, and so we'll see if she blooms. Next to her, this is a new one to my collection, Hoya Inga, how do you say that? Inga Lariana, something like that. And yeah, but I don't know if this guy is doing good or bad. She's in soil. She came on this trellis like this, and so yeah, we'll have to see about that guy. Next to her is what's left of my Hoya Abavada that used to be plants on planks. I cut it way back. I potted it up in leca, rooted very nicely, and so yeah, this is what's left. So I'm holding on to that little bit. Down here we have my Hoya. This is a Donna Hoya, Andrew Larciana or something like that. Andrew Larcii, I don't know. Anyway, was doing okay. Had a couple leaves. These are the two leaves that Donna, when she gave it to me, and then it put out 2 new leaves, but they didn't make it. So not really sure. I've been considering changing her from leca to maybe like the chunky mix or something. This is a propagation of my, and I'll show you the mother plant in a minute, but of my inter-variegated Abavada. And I thought I was about to lose this plant, so I chopped it way back. I still have the mother growing up a plank, but I did. She was way taller than that. And then I sold some, and then this is the one I kept for myself. And then next to her on this shelf is these are all Hoyas that have been in my collection or that I purchased. And these are my Hoya Australis Lisa, which are propagating because it got very long and leggy, was losing a bunch of bottom leaves, and so I put her in perlite, and I'm just trying to root her up. Some I will sell and some I will keep. At the top here we have Hoya Sucesi, something like that. And she was growing in the grow tent, took her out, put her up here. We'll see. She's in this naked root planter. Seemed to be doing okay, just needed a trellis. Here is a propagation that is available. This is Hoya, I can't ever say that one either, Gunin Gating cutting. Beautiful sun stress cutting from being under the grow light. 3-leaf cutting. And then next to her is another, this is, oh, I love this guy. I love Splashy, remember. Look at that. That's beautiful. 4-leaf. This is Hoya, I think it's called Verticulata Splash. I'll show you the mother plant in a second because she's on this top shelf. Next to her is my Hoya David Kamengii, which was huge. I don't know. Doing okay, I guess. I have several cuttings in the grow tent as well. I'll show you those later. Here is the mother plant to the Verticulata. This is a Maya Hoya. Maya gave me this. She had it growing up a side of a wall. Beautiful situation. I was like, oh, I love that. She's pushing out a new leaf. Look how tiny it is. But yeah, and so I did propagate her as I showed you earlier and sold a couple cuttings, and then she just pushed out that growth point, and I thought she had another one. But yeah, she's in a naked root planter as well and doing well. Love this guy. And then this is the mama plant to the Gunani Gaiden. I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, sun stress is beautifully. I bought this guy at the Southeast Plant Show last year, and we're just going to keep going. The tie is just here. This is her little spot, but we're doing Hoyas. So in this section is my Hoya, fishtail Hoya, growing in pond, I've chopped this guy so much. She's a prolific grower. She's never bloomed for me. And then here is my Crimson Queen. That huge plant, ended up chopping her way back. This is what's left, and so we're just trying to maintain this. At the very top there, we have the Hoya Chelsea, and she's doing very well. All of these are growing in leca. And over here we have Hoya gracilis. I love a trailing Hoya. She is actively in bloom, and she had twins. One has since fallen off, and the other is still there. You see, this is the peduncle, the second. When it pushes a peduncle out of the same stem, I call them twins. That's just me. But Hoya gracilis, and underneath her is Hoya curtisii. I love this guy. Brought her big like this at a Home Depot or somewhere, and I've propagated her several times, but I'm just letting her rest at this point. And she's growing in soil. Didn't take her out of the soil. Down here I have some propagation. I'll show you the mother plant. This is Ching something. So Ching Genesis or something like that. I'll show you the mother plant. And then here is a propagation of my regular Australis, the green form. Next to her is my Hoya Macrophylla. This guy's been with me a long time. I've propagated it so many times. Then I let her rest. But I love when the leaves come out and they have that pink trimming. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but pink trimming around them. Love that. And then you know I love this guy. This is my Hoya retusa, doing the most. Has never bloomed for me. Love, love, love this guy. Used to be on the driftwood, but I moved her over here to be with the plant, with the Hoya wall. Recently I did that. And then next to her is my Hoya Mathilde. Love this guy. Look at all the peduncles. Peduncles for days. Was blooming like crazy, popping just everything. And so this is she's starting to do it again. There's a bloom there, and there's one down there here, and that's all I see that's preparing the bloom right now. But with all of these peduncles and the way that she blooms, I'm sure there will be more. She is growing in leca. Underneath her is the Hoya finlaysonii. This guy, oh my God, just look at the peduncle, look at the blooms. There, like just all over the place. Love this guy. I've propagated it a lot, but this season I have not. Some of these I propagated last season, so I'm trying to skip when I do that so that I don't stress the plant out too much. Next to her is my Hoya Sergiogenesis, I think is how you pronounce that, growing in leca, loving life in this corner here. And then next to her is my Hoya Chelsea, Hoya Crinkle 8. Chelsea's on the other side. Hoya Crinkle 8, and she's doing very well, growing in leca. And I've had this guy for a long time. She did bloom for me earlier, and I almost missed it. You can see if I get in there and peel it back, the blooms are about to fall off. Actually, can they fall off now so I can catch them and not have to clean them up later? I love them. They smell like chocolate. Yeah. Anyway, so next to her is my Hoya Comengiana, and this guy grows like a woman. Oh, wait, this Chelsea. Oh, not Chelsea. Crinkle 8 actually has some peduncles on this stem. Wow, I didn't even see those. But when the stem pushes out, oh, there's another peduncle. So she has bloomed. Maybe I've been missing the blooms, but she has active peduncles. And when she pushes out new growth, it's dark green, and sometimes it fades to the lighter green. But yeah, Hoya Crinkle 8. And then next to her is Hoya Glaba Selector, that's her name. Lime green, love large leaf Hoya. Sometimes she pushes out smaller leaf. Oh, I'm so sorry, that's Girl Light Burn there. But and this is an odd shaped leaf. It's kind of round. That's interesting that it's the way it's facing. But yeah, the rest of them are oblong, and then she pushes out a round one. Who knows? We're gonna stay in this corner for a second. Over here we have the Hoya. This is one of my Oh my God, I love this plant because I grew it from a little of nothing. Now you can get them really big, but when I started this in 2020, it had this it was like one little plant, and now look at it. I love that. And I have two others, but this one is my favorite because I actually grew this out, and you take a little pride in that. But she is doing very well under the Soltech Solution Grow Light, and guess what? She's in bloom. And she has a couple more peduncles, but Hoya compacta, in case I didn't say her name. And then the Hoya outer variegated fishtail Hoya. I have two of these guys because I had a really large plant. She was growing really wonky. I cut her way back, took some propagations for the shop, and then I made a second plant. So I have this one, and I'll show you the other plant in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to continue. Here we have the Hoya. This is a Donna Hoya. Hoya Joy, and she brings me such joy. Look at her leaf. I love the sun stressing. I love the big leaves. I love the splashy, and it's not really splashy. It's just here and there. But I love the veining, everything about this Hoya. Donna gave me a couple of cuttings. I don't even know if any of those leaves are still on here, but I've propagated this guy, but now she's in rest. She won't be propagated for a while. And I kind of skim by this little Hoya linearis because I struggle with this plant so much. I've bought it so many times trying to grow it, probably about 3. And the third time was not the charm. So needless to say, this is all that's left of her, and she will just, live out her days, whatever that means. Then at the top here we have the Hoya Sunrise, who is in bloom and pushing out twins. See the two peduncles, the two blooms on the same peduncle, and then this peduncle, and I think it's some around the back side of her, but she sun stresses beautifully as well. And just when you think you've lost this plant, she comes roaring back. I don't know if she had flat mites. I'm not sure what she had, but she had something. I had her quarantined for about 3 months, spraying her down, and she came back. So hence, there you go. Now, this is another one of my loves, my Hoya Sarawak. Guys, look at these leaves. Look how big that one leaf is. I am not kidding you. Huge. Like, you can't even see it all. And then look at this one. So these are the older leaves, right? So recently she pushed out about 6 leaves. Like this one in there. When the leaves come out, they're really dark. That's one of the ways that I can tell that it's a new leaf, even though this is a dark leaf too. I don't know. But I know that up here, look at this. She pushed this out. I broke it when I was trying to move it around. And then she pushed this one out. It hasn't even hardened off yet. This one hasn't hardened off yet. This one has. It's funny because they're on the same stem, but this must have come out afterwards because it hasn't hardened off yet. But she is growing on a plank up the wall in all of her glory. Love, love, love her. Hoya Sarawak. I just want to make sure she has room. Might have to move her. Anyway, yeah, next to her is my Hoya. This is the mama plant to the one I told you. You can see where I chopped it here and here. She's growing in leca. And after I chopped her, she started coming back. Who knows? Go figure. I'm like, okay, well, I have more in case you decide you're going anywhere. But in a variegated ababata. Next to her, a Donna Hoya that I love. I can't ever say it. I have to look at the tag. Nicholsonii New Guinea Ghost. Oh, silver, beautiful, loving life, treated me so well. I sold a couple of the cuttings. That's how fast she grew. I'm trying to get the tag back in there. I'll just put it there. But anyway, she's doing the most. Took her out of the grow tent. She did fine. I did spray her down with like some anti-pest spray, homemade stuff with neem oil and everything in it. So that's why she's a little shiny. Otherwise, she's not that shiny. And then at the top, this is another Donna Hoya, recent to my collection. This is Pubicalyx Pink Splash. Now, I don't have any pink splashy stuff going on yet, but I love it. I love the trailing and rooted so easily. But I mean, you would figure that with the way that this is all of the area roots up and down the stem, which I may propagate her again so that I'm gonna let her rest. But anyway, okay, so next to her is my Hoya Bretonii. Bretonii, recently blooming again. There's a bloom there, focus, and there's a bloom. She has peduncles all over. Love this guy growing in leca. And down here we have the Hoya globulosa. This was in my original video. This guy was growing up a plank, doing beautifully. I don't know what happened. When I cut her way back, she has since pushed out all of this new growth. She's growing in leca in a naked root planter. Loving life here under the Soul Tech Solution lights. Here is another Donna Hoya, my Hoya Joel, which I loved and I propagated quite a bit, but then I figured I better give Joel a rest because she's splashy and I really want him, that's a him, Joel, I want him to survive. So yes, next to him is another Donna Hoya, which is Hoya Helwigiana, and I think this one has been renamed Helwigiana. But doing okay, not the best, but not, I mean, you know, she's doing okay. Let's just say that, growing in leca. Behind her is my Hoya Cardiophylla, growing in leca, doing very well, large leaves, thick wax, like if you feel it feels like cardboard, that's how thick these leaves are. And I got this guy with one leaf. I think the one leaf is still there. It had a little dot on it. That's how I could always differentiate which ones grew in my care. It was a one leaf, didn't do anything for 6 months, and then just opened up. So love that. Then next to her is Hoya Decay or Decay, however you say that. This guy was huge, doing very well, but this is all that I have left. I did propagate her a couple times. At the top here is my beautiful Shepherdii, Hoya Shepherdii. Look at her in all of her glory with all of her dunkles or peduncles. And so I've chopped and propagated this guy. Matter of fact, I have some in the shop, and if I don't, I know that I have some in the grow tent. So they'll be on the shop soon. And then next to her is another love. I love the Hirschkelliana, however you say it. Love this guy, blooming like crazy. Look at the blooms. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am just so excited about this guy. And this whole stem, like just blooming up the stem all the way up. You can just see them. But yeah, so the Hirschkelliana, and there is a Hirschkelliana that's variegated. If I'm mispronouncing that, charge it to my head, not my heart. Don't come after me. We all mispronounce our plants' names. That the plants know who they are. Anyway, back to the plants. I digress. Next to her is my Hoya Pichii, which has bloomed so many times. Oh, she's pushing out a new stem. And I did recently propagate her, and I will show you those propagations. Here are her propagations. And they're propagating in frugal stratum, which, you know, whenever they have these area roots, you can propagate them in water. You can propagate them in anything. I just had some frugal stratum. You can see some roots in there. So I'm going to, I am going to be taking it out and potting her up. And then next to her is my Hoya. We'll start down here. Was sold to me as a verticulata, Hoya verticulata, but I think they said that it's a parasitica black trim, and you see the leaves with the black trim. So oh, did I know you were blooming? I did not know you were blooming. Oh yeah, well, she's bloomed there, and look like there's a peduncle here that either bloomed or is preparing to bloom. Wow, like I didn't know she bloomed. And that's the thing, you have to stop and check, because if you don't look the plant over, you'll miss the blooms. So the Hoya verticulata, we're going to call her, because that's what she was sold to me as. But anyway, I have a parasitica, and I'll show you that in a minute. Behind is my namesake Hoya Jennifer. And Hoya Jennifer is growing in leca. Look at these thick, waxy leaves, veiny, with a hint of splash here and there, like right there. Just a gorgeous plant. Of course she would be gorgeous. Her name's Jennifer. Anyway, love her. Next to her is my Hoya Callistophylla, another love. I would buy this plant over and over again. I just, look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? The lime green with the dark green veining when the leaves first come out, they're very dark like this, but the veining is still darker, you see. And Hoya calistophylla, growing in LECA, been with me for a long time. I don't know where the tags for these guys. Well, here's a tag. Let's see, there's no date on the tag. Wow. But anyway, I know I've had her at least since 2021, and she was a small thing. Then next to her, we'll just go back up here. We have the Hoya numeralaudis, which this plant is it just grows very wonky, but really thick stems, really fuzzy leaves. Love the numeralaudis. And yeah, so I've chopped her so many times, she's resting now. I'm not chopping her anymore. Here's what's left of my Crimson Queen. No, sorry, Princess, inside Princess. Yeah, and so this is what's left of her, but this plant struggled, had some sort of pest, and then, so I chopped her way back, but this is what's left of her. And yeah, she did bloom for me earlier this year. I'm hoping she'll bloom again. Next to her is Adana Hoya, Hoya Maryi. Yeah, Maryi. And she is growing in pond and under the Soltech Solution Grow Light. Okay, and down here we have my Hoya Meltiflu. Love this guy. Has never bloomed for me. I'm just checking because I don't want to say that and then miss a bloom. But I love the thick, no veining, just thick leaves, beautiful plant. And next to her is my Hoya Intervariegated Sweetheart Carrii, which was not doing well. Just when you think she's on the way out, she gives you a leaf that looks like this. I gave her her own dedicated light, hoping that would encourage the variegation, and 2 leaves back there. And then this nice one here, but it's so spotty. But anyway, she's fine. She's on a plank. She's doing wonderful. At the very top here, we have Hoya Ababata Splash, and this is Adana Hoya. Grew up to be a big girl. I love this guy. I love the splashing. Sometimes it looks almost pink when you look at it, but growing in LECA, I believe. But either LECA or pond, I know one of them. But anyway, doing very well under the Soltech Solution lights. Next to her, actually, we're going to come back down. Hopefully this is not making you guys dizzy. But I have another Donna Hoya, which is Hoya Lassifolia Splash. Was in the grow tent, was doing well. I chopped her. And then all of a sudden I started getting yellowing leaves, and I don't know what that meant, but yeah, I might just cut her way back and start her over or something to check her out, because I don't want to lose this plant. I love it. I love this. It's splashy. Look, the splashing is almost 3D and comes off of the plant. Like, I love the leaf. I love that. Anyway, yeah, that's a Donna Hoya. Then next to her is my Hoya EPC 301. Love this guy to life. Look at the blooms. They're round like clusters and smells beautifully. There's another one there. She's bloomed for me so many times this year. You can see when the peduncles has bloomed multiple times, it elongates for some reason. I don't know what this is about. Maybe I should look that up. But yeah, so she has bloomed. She's growing in LECA, doing the most. I've propagated her several times, so she's just kind of resting, and she shares this dedicated light from the Sweetheart Carrii. But guys, like, I smile when I see this peduncle on this plant. This is my Hoya Fichii, and you can hear the smile in my voice because I'm so excited about her. So she bloomed for me earlier this year, and I did a video saying, oh my God, like, I almost missed it. And she puts out these huge, look at that bloom. I mean, look at that. And so I was so excited because she bloomed. I'm not sure which peduncle bloomed the last time. I think it was this one. I can't tell at this point. But look at there, in there, tucked in there. And I almost missed it. Huge blooms. I checked to see if there were more. I don't see any more on her. But I love the fungi because of the fuzzy leaves. And she can push out some really big leaves too. She is growing in LECA and just loving life in this corner here. And so we're going to start at the bottom. This is one of my favorites as well. My Hoya. She's not looking the best these days. I may have to up pot her or something, but this is my Hoya Shooting Star Hoya and Hoya Multiflora. And she has she blooms all the time, but her peduncles fall off after they bloom. I think this one is getting ready to fall off, and then here's another one coming. So I may be cutting her all the way back, getting rid of the yellowing leaves just to save this plant because I love her, of course. Wedged in the middle there is the Hoya Rosita. I like to say it that way. But anyway, she is in bloom. Her blooms are about to fall off. But her blooms have the sticky, they're beautiful. Look at them. But they have that sticky sap on them. And then this is another smaller one that's getting ready to bloom. And so she's bloomed several times. There's a peduncle there that's getting ready. The Hoya Rosita growing in pond, and all is well with her. And then next is my Hoya Rotunda Flora, and she just recently bloomed. Matter of fact, I'm going to catch these spent blooms because that way I don't have to clean them up later. I try to make sure they're ready to come off, and that's not ready to come off yet. But anyway, I'll have to insert a picture because she has the oddest shaped blooms, but they're beautiful, and you can kind of see it there. They're going away, but yeah. So all of the peduncles at the bottom here bloom recently. And then at the top there, you have my Hoya insularis. So sun stressed. Like I was trying to not sun stress her so much, but I don't know. I can't control that. And this is a peduncle, and she has some really tiny, weird looking flowers that come out on her. But and there's another peduncle up there. The skinnier ones are the peduncles. But yeah, she's growing in Leca, I believe, or a Leca Pond mix, doing very well under the Soltech Solution lights. And then this corner, we'll start at the top with my Hoya pubicalis Hawaiian. Hoya Hawaiian pubicalis, however you say it. Look at the splashing on this guy. Oh my goodness, I love this. I'm so sorry, girl. That was grow light burn. But recently she pushed out this beautiful purple leaves, and that's what the Hawaiian does. And then I didn't know about the two back here. Oh, beautiful. Growing in a pond and doing very well in this corner. Sorry, I kind of drifted off with the camera there, but trying to turn her around to see if there are any more purple leaves on her. I don't see any more. And then it smells so good in this corner. Under here is my Hoya incrusata Eclipse, and puts out these, look, the leaves look like eclipse, like the sun is in the middle and the eclipse is around this edge. Then sometimes it'll give you almost white variegation on her. She's a part of my variegated mystery box. Doing well in Leca. Underneath her is my Hoya, my Poncho Hoya or Bilobata Hoya. This guy blooms the most, and she has a active peduncle there, but she also has peduncles all up and down this spine here. I may be moving her because she's doing okay there, but I might move her up. We'll have to see. Next to her is Hoya Viola. Hoya Viola I got her last year. I do have some propagations of her, doing very well. I don't think I've sold them, but anyway, should have some. She's growing in a Leca in a large leaf Hoya, thick, waxy, veiny Hoya. Yeah, love that guy. Next to her is my Hoya Way80i. I bought her big like this at a Home Depot. This is the regular green form. Sometimes when the leaves come in, they're really burgundy, like on this stem here. She's never bloomed for me, at least not yet. But she's in soil, in the same soil that she came in, and I think I've had her a little over a year, or maybe, no, it's been at least 2 years. Okay. And then next to her is Hoya Parasitica Black Trim. And this guy ended up getting a pest that I've never dealt with before, and that's leaf miners. And I looked it up because it had these, I don't see any on here currently, because what you do, you spray it down with a pesticide, and then you cut off the leaves that have the, well, here's actually one that I'll cut off a little later. But see this thing here, that's called a leaf miner. And so it's underneath the leaf, and and it doesn't attack the whole plant, just certain leaves, and you go in and you cut them off. That's what I researched it. So Parasitica Black Trim. She is growing in leca, and I grew her from a small plant, but doing very well. Now on this shelf down here, I have this is that one I told you I can't pronounce. Ching Hun Genesis, something like that. Ching Chong Han Genesis. This is the mama plant. Started out a very small, tiny plant, grew it to this side. Then she was so wonky, I had to propagate her, and then I have her growing on the propagations on the other side over there. Next to her, it's a plant that's not doing so well. This is my out of variegated Sweetheart Carry so bleached. She was in the grow tent. I took her out. She's starting to get some roots. I'm water propagating her so that trying to bring her back. But I do have another one that I'll show you that's in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet that's doing well, that's pushed out 3 new leaves. So, but I'm hoping to, revive this one. There's the other fishtail Hoya that I was telling you about, the outer variegated fishtail Hoya. This is the propagation from the mother plant, but now she's a plant. And then next to her this is another one I struggle with. This is a Donna Hoya Manii Penensis, something like that. I don't know. I bought this plant from Unsolicited Plant Talk. Died almost immediately. I was telling Donna about it, and she's like, "Oh, I have some. You can have a cutting." And she gave me a cutting, and it grew. And then I chopped it to make 2 plants and 2 stems in here. Like that. She's growing in ponds. She was doing very well. She was in the grow tent, not doing well, so I took her out of the grow tent thinking that I could kind of bring her back, and so hopefully she will start thriving. She did have some peduncles up and down. They're very small, but she doesn't have those anymore. And then the last in the Hoyas on the wall is my Hoya Corona, the regular form. She's bloomed several times this year. She used to be in the living room, but I brought her back here because I really want to try to keep most of the Hoyas in the same area if I can. That's my goal. But yeah, so she's doing okay. She's growing in leca, and every now and then you just get a yellowing leaf and just take that out. But love this guy. There's a peduncle there. She had several peduncles. Smells so good, like honeysuckle to me anyway. But yeah, hello. So that is it for the Hoya wall. Okay, so that took care of all of the Hoyas on the wall, but we also have Hoya in this Millsbow tall IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So we're gonna go in and check those out. And so what we have in the corner is not a Hoya, so we're not even gonna talk about it. But I do have, this is recent to my collection, a new addition. This is Matilda's Splash. I'm really trying to maintain the splashiness, so I think I need to give it more light, I believe. And then next to it, this is a Donna Hoya. It's Onyx Choice, something like that. New to my collection in the last couple months. This one I've had since last year. Just never really done well with this plant, the Nova Ghost. Donna gave it to me with 3 leaves. It pushed out 2 more, then 1 fell off, and so we're at the 4 mark. In the very back there, we have my lovely Sumatra, Caudata Sumatra. Okay, so my camera died. I had to charge it, but I think we left off talking about the Sumatra, and look at the blooms. It has 1, 2, 3. It's all up here, peduncles. It's blooming like crazy. I don't see anything at the bottom, but this guy blooms quite often. It's hard, it's waxy, it's splashy, it's Hoya as they say. And then in the far corner here, this I got at a trade show, Plant and Trade, and it was just a single leaf down here. I think it was a couple leaves, one's fallen off, but all of this has come out in my care. This is Hoya Wilbur Gray's China, I think. I'll show you the regular Wilbur Grays in a second. And then this one is so weird to me because it wasn't doing well. I don't know. But anyway, it's the Archibald Anna, or let's see. Yeah, that one, this one. But it's doing so much better in this cabinet, so there you go. And then this one is this one is Pandarata Silver. I struggle with this plant, but I'm hoping that this one will survive. It was in pond. No, it was in the regular mix that came in, and I potted it up in my chunky mix. And so I'm hoping that it takes off and does well. In the back there, this is what's left. Well, actually I have a little more of this. This is my tomato inices. I probably pronounced it incorrectly, but I recently showed these guys in an up pot. So that's her in the back. And then this little guy, this is a Donna Hoya that did not do well with me. She gave me so much of this, and it's down to that one leaf. I did put it in the chunky mix, and I'm hoping this guy is going to bounce back. Now down here, I have, this is Albo. Thought I had a tag. There it is. This is Hoya Australis Albo. At least that's what it was sold to me as. I don't even know if, I don't know, but that's what it was sold to me as. In the back there is my regular Wilbur Graves. I guess it's just like not China or, oh, it's blue. Oh, I tell you, sometimes you just got to move things around. Okay, let me just tell you about this guy. This guy is my Hoya Pachaclata Variegata, and wasn't doing the best. Had one peduncle. It's got some sticky stuff on that peduncle. But anyway, so I did take an insurance cutting, so I have another part of this plant. But I don't think this is scale, these white specks on this plant. But it's not on the cutting, so that's that one. And then this is the other outer variegated Sweetheart Carry-Eye that I was telling you guys about, that the other one's not doing well. This one has pushed out so many new leaves. Beautiful, beautiful specimen. And so you just never know. But she's growing in pond. The Wilbur Graves is growing in leca. And the next one, this is a Maya Hoya. This, oh, well, I can't get her out because she's pushed through the, her runner has pushed through. It's going, where is it? It's not that one. It's not the hardened one. It's this one. And it's coming through here, so I can't get it out right now. But this is called Hoya Quinquenervia. And I've had it over a year. Maya gave it to me. I think it had like, you know, just a couple leaves down here. And it's pushed out all of this in my care. She's been living in this cabinet the entire time and doing very well. I can't even get to the next plant because of what's happening with that runner. But the next one is, this is Reticulata Variegata. At least that's what it was sold to me as. And also a part of my mystery box. But she's growing in leca. The Quinquenervia is growing in pond. And then the only other Hoya in this cabinet is this Walliana. And I got this at the plant show, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got it at the plant show. But doing very well. I have some propagations of this one as well. Then the other things down there are not Hoyas, so we won't get into that. But yeah, I think that covers all of the Hoyas in this cabinet and the Hoyas on the wall. But I do have a few that kind of outgrew their space, and so I'm going to show you those, and then that should be it. This huge thing here is my Hoya outer variegated Bella, and as you can see, blooms, prolific bloomer. Look at there, all down this stem she's blooming. These haven't even opened yet. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's one down here that hasn't even opened yet. But I keep chopping this guy back, and she just comes back with a vengeance. So I need to propagate her again, because I put her on this thing to show her to you guys, because this is what she looks like if she's not. She's a force to be reckoned with. And then this is the other Corona that I was saying was in the living room. I brought it in here so I could show it to you guys. Growing in leca. The out of variegated one is growing in leca as well. And then this is the other part of my Hoya abavada intervariegated. Yes, intervariegated. This is the one that I chopped off of the mother plant over there, and doing well, pushing out new growth. I did it because the mother plant was yellowing and wasn't doing well, and I just wanted an insurance, so I chopped it off. And so, oh, I thought that was a peduncle. But yeah, so I did that, and so that's her. And we'll see. I do have one other that I think is for sale. I don't think I sold it. But anyway, so those are that. And then this is my Crimson Queen. What's left of her. And I saw something on her that I wanted to investigate. Like, I don't know what's happening with that leaf. But again, the queen and the princess I will always have in my collection. Even if I had to get rid of these two, I would just buy them again. And just to show you that not all of my Hoyas are in excellent condition, and I do very well with them. This is the last of my Clemenciora Red Ace. Look at that. She had about 5 leaves growing up the stem, got down to 2, then lost another one, and then this one. So I up-potted her in this soil, thinking that that would help, took her out of the pond because I felt like she wasn't doing well in the pond. And now this leaf is about to go. So she'll be going to the graveyard. May she rest in peace. But anyway, yeah, I think that concludes all of my Hoyas, even from the Hoya wall to whatever I have just sort of around. I do have this little Hoya, which just finished blooming. This is Hoya, so check the water. Hoya Obscure, and you can see the blooms there, the spent blooms there. They're a little sticky, so I was waiting for them to dry a little bit and also clean them up. And this is my tub of Comengiana, which I need to water, looks like. Yeah, the leaves are wrinkly, so I need to water this tub. But of these propagations that started out propagations, I believe they're on the shop. I will double check. But we're going to put that here so I can remember to water it. We're going to put it. And then I do have a few in my aquarium, which I'm about to really up pot this guy and turn it into an actual aquarium with fish and something else. But these are some of the plants that are available for like the mystery boxes. So some cuttings that I just put over in here, and if I got a mystery box, then I would start here and then look in the grow tent. Now, I do have quite a few Hoyas in the grow tent. Matter of fact, I think the only thing I have in the grow tent are Hoyas. So let's see. Okay guys, we're getting ready to go into the grow tent here. Because we have Hoyas in here that we need to show you guys. Okay, as you can see, the grow tent has thinned out quite a bit, but still have Hoyas in here. This is the Hoya Patuaria propagation. I don't know, it seems a little pale, like maybe it needs to be up potted. I have some Patricii propagations here, and most of these are available. If it's not available, I I will say that. This is unfortunate. I don't know what's happening. Is it going to harden off or is that it? Like, what's happening to that? This is a new Hoya to my collection. I don't even know the name of it. Well, actually, I have a tag. I liked it because of the splash. Coracita splash. Okay. And then this is Hoya Rosita. This is Hoya Moon Encrustada Moon Shadow. That's a Donna Hoya. This is the Hoya that I was talking about. This is the, see how purple it is? I'm not sure if that's, I'm gonna take around and up pot this because it's very purple. You see how purple that is? I don't know if that's sun stress or what, but it's not growing. It has the 3 leaves, and that's, then it did that. But we'll take it out. Then we have, this is the EPC, no, this is the Sergio Ennis's. Then this is a Donna Hoya. Oh, Moon Shadow, of course, is a Donna Hoya, and growing in the chunky mix. This is La Carnosa Snow Leopard, and it is growing in Pawn. It's a Donna Hoya, and I believe it's dry. Nope, it's not dry. Okay, good, good, good. I did propagate and sell some of this. That's how well it grew. I'm kind of random starting on all sides, but this is Hoya Australis Albo cutting. This one is available. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look how purple that is. This is Hoya. I struggled with this guy too. I don't even have the tag, but what Wesleyana, something like that. But it pushed out this leaf recently, and then look how purple. And then here's 2 more that it's pushing out, and look like possibly 2 at the top. But do you, boo? Anyway, this is a Maya Hoya. This is Tequila Sunrise. I struggle with this one too. I don't know, and I got to have the vine and the drying out, and just I don't know. But anyway, she's not dead, so we're happy about that. This is one that I recently acquired. This is the Silver Dot. Look how purple. Oh, look at that sun stressing. But I love a silver Hoya. But anyway, so yeah, that's her. And then let's see, we have, this is Donna Hoya recent. This is called Clandestina. She has a new growth point there, so hopefully, and she's growing in Pawn, as you can see. Next to her is my Hoya, oh, what is this thing called? Because this is actually a Maya Hoya. This is, I had 2 of them. It starts with a W, but hold on, let me pull the tag up. So this one, I'm not sure if this Waymanii, yeah, Hoya Waymanii, that's what this one is. And it just had these 3 leaves for the longest. A leaf came here, fell off, but then looky, just when you think it's not doing well. I did have another one. I think I sold it. One, I'm not sure, but anyway, so that one. This is new to my collection. This is Hoya Lao Chan. And she pushed out these 2 new leaves. It looked like something going up this vine here, but this is her. I got this at the Southeast Trade Show this year. Then this one is a Maya Hoya. This is Hoya, oh, it faded off the tag. Lambii, Hoya Lambii. And when it came, it just had 2 leaves. And as you can see, she has now 6. Oh, there's nothing up there. So 2, 4, 6 leaves. Very splashy, very waxy, very thick and waxy. So hopefully she will continue to thrive. I'll put this one back because we did it already. And I'll put the silver dollar back up. And I know the Maya Hoyas because she gave me pink tags, remember? Okay, this one is new to my collection as well. It's a silver Hoya, and I don't see the tag. That's interesting. It's not a silver dollar. It's not even shaped like the silver dollar, but it's new. and it's dry. No, well, it could stand some water. We'll water that in a minute. This one is another Sergio. I think that's what this is. It looks like the same. I need to water that as well. This is a Donna Hoya. This is Hoya CV Pascal, and doing well. She's growing in LECA, as you can see, and she pushing out leaves here and there, kind of strappy. This one is one I got from, this is a Rick Hoya, one of my Rick Hoyas that really, oh, this is the Pero Albo. Is this the same as the one that I just showed you? I think so. This may be the one that I said I had a cutting. Well, it started out just like 3 leaves, and now all of this is happening. Pero Albo, and this one, I don't know about that one, so I won't make a comment about that one. This is a Donna Hoya. This is Hoya Michelle, and she pushed out this new leaf. I think Donna gave it to me with 2 or 3 leaves, and so in that case 2 are in my care, and then there's a new growth point, so hopefully that's going to do something. This is a Donna Hoya. This is Hoya Griffin. I've propagated this guy. Matter of fact, I think I showed you guys a propagation. Oh, she needs to be watered. He needs to be watered. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that while I show you this. And so the Griffith is growing in pond and doing well in the cabinet. Most of the propagations are available that you see. You can ask me about some. This is that beautiful, look how beautiful that is. I don't know why this one is so sun stressed and the other one is not. What is it growing in? Because this one's growing in the chunky mix. And look at that coloring. Are you kidding me? Is that not beautiful? The whole plant has the sun stressed purple. I love that. Here is the Pachaclata. This is the one I told you about that I propagated. So it's a 2-leaf propagation. Well, it's a 3-leaf. I'm rooting the other leaf because it was long and I cut it off. I remember that now. This is a Maya propagation that just didn't do well for me. This is Thomasonii, something like that. This is new to my collection, a Donna Hoya. This one is Hoya Meridicii. I think that's what I'm saying. Is she dry? Are you dry? Yeah, you are dry. Meridicii. So she hasn't done anything new, but she still has the 4 leaves. She has a growth point back there, but as far as any new leaves, no. This is also new to my collection, Donna Hoya. This is Hoya Nicholasonii, and it has, look at those 2 little leaves coming in down there, so cute. But I did chop it. She gave me a long runner, and I chopped it to make it a fuller plant. This is also a Donna Hoya. I love this Hoya. I mean, it reminds me of the Calistophylla, just not as thick, not as veiny, but still has that dark green coloring, and then the darker veining. Okay, let's pick that up. I don't want to knock those 2 little leaves off. Then, well, let's go and talk about my elephant. I don't know. It doesn't need any watering, so I won't take it out. But anyway, this is my Hoya elephant that it was doing so good. I got it with 3 leaves. This is the only original leaf that's left. These are 2 new leaves. Everything else fell off. So, but Donna really encouraged me and said, oh, it's going to take off in the spring. Well, in spring and summer, and it did, but it didn't last. So I'm holding out. I'm hopeful for this guy. Up here I have some Hoya Crinkle 8 or Chelsea. Crinkle 8. This is Chelsea, and these are Crinkle 8. So cuttings from there. Let let's see, what else can we show you in here? Well, we're not going to talk about my alocasia, not alocasia, oh my goodness, begonia prop boxes. What I'm talking about. Here is some, this is a cardiophylla cutting that's available. This one, this is fungi. It's also available. Okay, so we have, this is, oh, I forget the name of this one. There's no tag. I'll put it on the screen. My battery is about to die again on my camera, but these are all Hoya cuttings. I won't go through each one of them by name that I have in the grow tent as well. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an overview update on the grow tent and what's growing inside. Mostly Hoyas. Matter of fact, all Hoyas. Hoya cuttings, Hoya plants, just all Hoyas. It's thinned out quite a bit, but still. I hope this makes it. I don't know what it's doing. Let me see. Well, let me water it. Maybe that'll help. Okay guys, well that concludes this video for today. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed all of my Hoyas and how they're growing. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have these Hoyas or you've struggled with these Hoyas or anything like that, leave a comment. Let me know how your collection is doing. And yeah, please don't forget to like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. No thumbs downs. Comment below. Hit the notification button so you can be notified when I upload content. Check me out on Etsy. Check me out on Instagram. You know the deal. Just check me out, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.